Hi everyone, I wanted to just do a very quick overview on how I animated my friend's chibi using animation smears from a flat piece of artwork. I'm going to bring up some resources. If you don't know who Robert Valley is, you probably should. Great, amazing animator. And one of his techniques is animating from a flat piece of artwork. You can go and look through his channel, how he separates the artwork and gets it ready for animation. But when I saw a lot of his tutorials, I really thought, wow, this is something that maybe I could do. If you're unsure about what an animation smear is, there's a clip from SpongeBob where it depicts motion blur, and because it's only on screen for a short amount of time, the animators can have wild fun trying to depict motion blur. Okay, let's get to it. So I select Marquee, the controller, and I just copy and paste it out and clean up the edges so it is kind of floating on top of the original artwork. Right now I need to, because there's really no face underneath it, I just have to really redraw the face, and I have to trim out where the controller is and put in her neck and shoulders. I'm using just a simple hard brush. I'm really keeping this very simple. This is really a Twitch emote alert animation. Erasing out a little bit of the controller, and I draw in her neck and shoulders. I kept the style of the chibi very Powerpuff Girls because I just didn't want to draw hands. All right, there I have a body and a controller floating on top. You can see I just twisted it, rotated it to see how it looked. And I had a small gradient on the face, so I kind of flattened it out completely to one color, and I was kind of drawing a mouth to kind of see how it would look. I love the Rick and Morty mouth, the little W. It's really funny. But I eventually sketched out some different mouths that I think that fit the character a little better. So here I put in some red lines for the keyframes, and I am duplicating the controller 3 times, and I was trying to transform and skew it to see how far I can bend the artwork without breaking it completely. You can still see I'm kind of twisting it, trying to see where it will still work. And I use layer comps to just kind of quickly jump back and forth. So still kind of tweaking the position. I really wanted those 3 keyframes to be extreme so that they would have a lot of motion blur or a big movement, because this is still going to be very small on screen. So here I am trying to draw the animation smear. I duplicated the neutral keyframe and the left keyframe, and I merged them together, and I'm really joining the arms together as if they're one big arm, and doing the same for the controller, extending the controller as if it's being stretched. There's lots of different techniques, and you can kind of get lots of examples just doing a Google image search. Here I duplicated the arm, and I kind of made it again just one big chunky arm. So I didn't want to voice over the whole time lapse. This is really just a short overview of how I just separated the artwork and then drew animation smears on top. And I want to just kind of show you the final frames that I used. This is the kind of shocked, scared one, and I kind of want to even note her eyeballs at the top. They're going to stretch from this big open eye to this stretched eye to like a tiny little eyeball, which I think works really well. But you can also see what I added to the animation smear for the controller. I put some speed lines in here, and it's really like a blurring and warping of it. And when it's in motion, I think it's very convincing. So it's going to stay on this frame for half a second, the scared look, and then it's going to whip back. Again, here's the other frame to the right. I don't think I actually need 2 frames, but I drew them and I left them in there. I think it's fine. And the idea is that she gets really angry at the game. and starts like, take that kind of thing. And then whips back to the original. Again, you can have so much fun with this type of technique. I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a try if you're new to animation or you think animation is intimidating. You can do a lot of really cool effects with animation spears. Thanks for watching.